Hello guys, in this video I will explain how I play Deadlock on Breeze, since it can be a bit tricky. Deadlock's utility is designed for smaller sites like Binder or Ascent and not really Breeze, since it's huge. I still like to play on Breeze though, so I'm gonna go over some tips and tricks that I find useful. Enjoy! The first sensor we got here I usually play backside with, and then when it goes off I just peek through the Viper wall and usually get a free kill, and then I just fall back, play retake with my team when we're up numbers. This is what it would look like in a real match. The Viper wall is coming here, your sensor is here, and you're playing backside. So when the sensor goes off, you just peek through here, grab one, maybe two if they push to there. It might be a bit dangerous from here, but you will often get away with one. I usually get away with one at least, because they will not look backside for a swing when your teammate is when their teammate is going there. The only problem here though is if you're facing a KO and it throws the knife here. Then you will get detained, suppressed, and your trap will show. And that's not good because then they can just break it. So if you're facing a KO, I would play back here. And because there's no vision here, they can't see you in any way, especially not with the Viper wall up. So just wait the knife, and then when the knife is thrown and you're clear, you can go here, peek through. So yeah. This is a trap I like to use with my other trap, but you can also use this one with it. So you can just choose what you prefer, and when you're playing both these trips, you want to play backside here in the corner, and then you can just pick out, grab a kill, and yeah, you're good to go. So I'm back on Valoplant here, and the same thing goes for this one, of course. The KO knife here will suppress you here. So I would not recommend this if you're facing a KO, to be honest, but you do you, and maybe you get lucky and it throws it like here. These are some of my most used walls. Just a basic wall main. You can throw it a bit further in if you would like it to be more safe, or runners even further in if you want that. You can also throw a wall here, doors, and also it does reach here, and it will especially reach in the next patch when the Deadlock wall gets longer. So if we take a look on Deadlock's wall here, you see the first one I threw was like that. It blocks off the enemies from coming to sight, so I usually use this to stall toxing on the Viper wall here. So when the Viper wall is going up, or when I hear them rushing, I just throw this wall fast, and they won't really break it that easily because the orbs are like a bit inside. So the second wall I showed was this one, and this is for if you wanna still have a fast wall, but you don't really know if the enemies are on A, so you can just throw one and then play like over here. But you still won't be safe, so if you really want to be safe, you need to throw it like this. This will be easier to throw when in next patch, when the wall gets longer, but you can still do it now, and yeah. This one is the most safest because the enemies can go to here and they can't see if you're playing over here. I also showed a wall here. This is just to stop them from pushing A, to be honest, and your team up here can just, I don't know why I have sensors in here. And your team can just play up here, hold them back with you to maybe Viper Molly here or something, and they will be stuck. If you really want a wall to stop the mid push, and this is also the best tip for Deadlock, I would say, put down walls even though there's not people there, because you just completely turn off a point of the map so they can't go through. If you like throw one here and you play here, no one has to play here because you have the info on the minimap that no one can be A, so you only have to focus on these two chokes and elbow, I guess. So yeah, but as I said, this wall will be easier in the next patch, and yeah, I think it will be a good one. Here we just have some variety traps, like you can put one over here to stun if they're going left side. You can play also behind the box there. You always have one for default there, of course, but you also can play from the wooden box. So yeah, you can also place one like over here, but then you don't have to wait before the rounds to the round starts, and yeah, that's not best. So on attack here I have a little lineup for my gravnet. You just aim above the shadow on the box, run forward and jump through it. It will cover back behind this box and backside, so and for the operator, so yeah, you're safe. The chamber will probably just get afraid and TP away, to be honest. And since you have the Viper wall, they can't see you, so the only place they will be is there. This wall is actually pretty cool, because first of all, it just makes it annoying for the enemies to be there, and in the new patch, talked about it many times, it will actually reach the all way, or the whole way, so it would be like a giant wall backside. I also like to use this one for mid, just simple wall. You can use this one if you have a lot of space, but it can go over it, so yeah, wouldn't really recommend it, but you can. Here are some sensors I like to use, just one backside if you're playing main, one on spike maybe, just some random trips here, if I can find one, there, go. And then you just one here, of course, and then the here's pretty good actually, if they rush left side. So yeah, these are some good things to do on attack. So how this attack will go is you go here, run up, stand here, throw your grav net so it lands like this. Then when your team pushes in, you take up the Viper wall here and run in here. When you're backside here, you can throw this wall, very good wall. As I said before, in next patch you can throw it like this, so you have all the space. They can't even go through the middle without breaking the wall, so they have to go through this area. You can even combo it with a smoke if you have double smokes or something, so just make it harder to break. But yeah, for now we will be stuck with this wall, and then you can just play some sensors. I would really recommend this one, I think. This one is probably my favorite, and also maybe that one. Yeah, I like these ones. So this is the whole attack setup with Deadlock. Of course this will be gone, but yeah. And you plant here then, of course. If you plant here, you can't play back main, but if you plant here, also you can do double sensor here actually. If you want to, you can place like that and that. And that makes it so you can just peek here, get a kill backside, peek, bomb, get a kill and bomb. So yeah. So on B now I have this trap. It pairs really good with another trap that I place right here. These two traps can be very good, but there's a trap I like more. Actually, it's placed over here. That means that the enemies can't go and hide in cubby, and I can just peek from backside and just peek out, grab some kills. Yeah, pretty easy. Can also play from the right side, just swing wherever I need. So this is just a standard wall, pretty basic. You all have done it. And yeah, you can play back from half wall to be even safer from, like for example, KO knife, as I talked about before on A. Here are some other good sensors. You just place one default, place one backside. Behind this ladder is actually pretty good because it won't activate until they are deep backside, and you can just peek them, get free kills. I won't talk about it as much here on Valorant, but I just want to remind you of all the traps I just did. So these are some examples of good traps, but my two favorites were this one and this one. Just two very good traps that you can play from behind half wall or behind here, and you can pick both sides. So yeah. I'm almost never playing mid, but if you want to, I have a very cool wall here. You can just isolate or like turn off this area from elbow, and you can be completely safe playing here. Out elbow and just peeking down, try to get some picks, and no one can push you from elbow, so you'll be fine. You can also place like a sensor here before the round starts if you want to flank up and maybe get some kills while they run in, or maybe help your team, just to do something at least when you're playing mid, because Sentinel playing mid is not the best. So when you're attacking on B side, I actually have some things you can do, and the first thing here is a grav net that lands backside on the common Viper spot where she just sits and mollies for a decade. So you just want to aim right on this pipe here and jump through actually. It will bounce off the wall, you'll see here. It will bounce off the wall and land perfectly, and like crouched enemies that are standing even in this corner and backside and close. When you get in here, You have your granite to the left, and your duelist can just dash out in their smoke, or if you have a jet at least, try to kill the guy who is stuck before he takes off the granite thing. Then you can wall off a tunnel, will get a lot of space, or you will take a lot of space from the enemies. This wall is better, but it's harder to throw, so I would just recommend the first one, to be honest. When you're on site, you can just place some different sensors. I like this one here. You can also place one backside if they when they retake. Just make it harder for them to retake. This is also good. Just play some bomb standard. Some standard stuff really. Yeah, prevent them from going cowboy. A lot of just good stuff here. I would say this is the most standard wall, or at least I think it's the best wall. You don't get a lot of as much space as if you place it over this wall, but it's a lot easier to take the space, and then you can use like KO flashes and stuff to get the space afterwards. So I would recommend this wall if you're playing with a Viper. And the thing with this one is, after your nade lands here, there's not a lot of places that the enemies can be when they're safe. Like they can be over here, but if your granite is here, they will probably not be there directly, so or instantly when you're going in. So you can go in here, check right, then go site, check if someone is stuck here, peek together, just be safe. Or if your jet dash is in here in the cloud burst, she can just clear, go over here, look down here, clear everything. And she has to be careful of this, of course. After that, you can just go in here as a deadlock and throw your wall. You can throw it through the wall, like it's super easy to just hit that. You can just throw it from here. And when the wall goes down, or you can just put it when it's up to. Put one sensor here, I think it's best. And put one sensor here, I think. These are the two most like annoying sensors for the retake to deal with, but if you want to play post plant from main, I would probably recommend like putting a sensor here and maybe a sensor from here actually, or from here. You can put it like sideways down, something like that. Yeah, that's my recommendations. Okay, so this is another lineup for backside on B. This one is better if you really want to use the other wall, or if your Viper just keeps doing it, like the one over half wall. Then you can throw this that lands all the way back side, and like the usual op spot. Perfectly lands there, and just crouch the operators so we will be scared and TP away. So if we take a look on the last one here, the granite, or the one you just saw, the wall I meant was this, that goes like over that, over there, just over the half wall here. Then you get like the whole site, but there can still be people playing around here, so you have to be careful. But that's where this nade is so great, because the most common spot a chamber plays on is here with an up, just facing down here. And when he gets crouched, I don't think he will, or he might be able to see, but it will at least like get him stuck, so you can double swing him or anything to just try and get him, because he can't move. He's stuck on one place, he has to stay there or TP away. So yeah, that's like the best thing with that nade. Otherwise I would recommend this one.